welcome back to Wagner Pool. Hopefully you've gotten our resolution issue smoothed out. Getting ready for second part of tonight's meet, starting with event number 13, the women's 200-yard butterfly. Looks like the swimmers for the women's 200-yard butterfly will be lane 3, Maya Robles for Henderson. Lane 4 will be Izzy Andrews for Henderson. Lane 5 will be Anna Kate Velasquez for Ouachita. Lane 6 will be Camilla Howard for Ouachita. And lane 7 will be Emma Starkman for Ouachita. Ouachita women's doing fairly well so far tonight. Men doing well as well. Looks like we're just waiting on confirmation to get started on started with event number 13. So not quite sure what the issue here. Might be something with the scoreboard. But I believe one of the officials just told the swimmers it might be a minute. Looks like we have resolved whatever problem might have been with technical difficulties. Hopefully I believe it might have been something with the scoreboard. Hopefully it is functioning. All right, so now we are getting ready for the women's 200-yard butterfly. Lanes 3 through 7 will be Maya Robles, Izzy Andrews, Anna Kate Velasquez, Camilla Howarth, and Emma Starkman. That scoreboard is up and running. And it looks, after 25 yards, to be Izzy Andrews with a slight lead. Her seed time on the sheet clocks in at a 2 minutes 10.45 seconds. And she has a slight lead, just over half a second lead over Velasquez in lane 5. So Velasquez, a freshman out of Pearland, Texas. Izzy Andrews is a sophomore for Henderson out of Dakota, Georgia, Mill Creek High School. Still with about a second, almost 2-second lead. So Velasquez in second place. And it looks like Camilla Howarth is in third over in lane 6. Looks like we are about to be 3/4 of the way done here. And it is Andrews in first, followed by Velasquez in second. Third place right now is Camilla Howard, followed by Maya Robles and Emma Starkman. Final turn. Velasquez is going to have to gain at least 1 or 2 body lengths if she wants to try to win here in the last 25 yards. So it looks like that will not be the case. And it looks like Izzy Andrews will be taking the win here with a time of 2:14.94 seconds. Velasquez comes through in second place with a time of 2:16.17. Third place will go to Camilla Howard. Fourth goes to Maya Robles. And fifth will go to Emma Starkman. So Ouachita picks up second and third place after Izzy Andrews of Henderson takes up fourth. Next up will be the men's 200-yard butterfly. So then after this, the 50-yard cool down. Next up is the men's 200-yard butterfly. Lane 1 will be Will Dabrowski, just one heat. Lane 2 will be Jose Beltra. Lane 3 will be Timothy Brooks. Lane 4, Alec Adams. Lane 5, Marcus Hernandez. Lane 6, Jace Pickney. Lane 7, Noah Smith. And lane 8, Keith Mathis. Last 2 lanes are for Ouachita. The other ones are all for Henderson. Right now, first place belongs to Noah Smith in lane 7, followed by Jace Pickney in lane 6. Like I said, it's going to come down to the Ouachita swimmers if they want to get points here in this race, as only 2 of the 8 lanes have Tiger Sharks in them. Noah Smith still with about a second lead. About the halfway point. That's the 150-yard mark. Noah Smith still with this time about a second and a half lead. Now over Pickney. Third place appears to be lane 3. Coming the final leg here, Noah Smith still with the lead. But Smith is a freshman for Ouachita. The last few yards here, looking to take the win for the Tigers, and Noah Smith gets the win with a time of 158.73, wins it by almost a full second. Jace Pickney comes in second. Third place is Timothy Brooks in lane 3. Fourth place is lane 5 and Marcus Hernandez. Fifth place is the lane 4 and Alec Adams. Sixth place is Keith Mathis. Seventh place is Jose Beltra. And eighth place is Will Dabrowski. The next event up will be the women's 100-yard freestyle. One thing about Ouachita's athletics is that you don't just help out the sports you're in, you help out the other sports. The timers tonight for this meet are members of the Ouachita volleyball and women's cross country teams. So you can see them behind the blocks with clipboards and stopwatches, helping take times. So whenever volleyball rolls around, you'll see part of Tiger softball being line judges. So you help out in all capacities here at Ouachita. Everybody helps each other out. For the women's 100-yard freestyle, starting in lane 2 is Reagan Gutchess, Selena Damas, Lilia Clark, Aaron Russo, Jade Ashley, Bella Bevel, and Elysian Majeski. So 2 Henderson and the rest are Ouachita. Lanes 2 and 3 are the 2 Henderson swimmers there, and lanes 4 through 8 are for Ouachita. After 50 yards, it looks like Lilia Clark is in the lead by about 2 seconds. Lilia Clark, one of the strongest swimmers for the Tigers. Clark is a junior out of Hillsboro, Texas, in Itasca High School, getting a sizable lead for the Tigers here at the halfway point. Actually, that was the end, not the halfway point, that was the end, and Lilia Clark picks up the win. Sorry, I lost count of that one. Followed by Aaron Russo picking up second. Selena Damas taking third. Jade Ashley taking fourth. Reagan Gutchess taking fifth. Bella Bevel taking sixth. And Elysian Majeski taking seventh. Lily Clark takes first place with a score, or with a time, 54.75 seconds. So Ouachita picks up first and second place. They get points there. Another cool down period, and that'll be followed by the men's 100-yard freestyle. Will be 2 heats in that event. The next race, men 100-yard freestyle. First heat, just 2 swimmers. Jean Rodriguez and Trayton Armstrong, both seniors from Ouachita. Said Armstrong out of Dallas High School and Richland Collegiate School, or Dallas, Texas and Richland Collegiate School. Jean Rodriguez out of, I can't pronounce the hometown, but it's mainly in Sao Paulo, Brazil, in SCBCOC Lafayette. And the 2 Tiger Sharks are off here for the 100-yard freestyle. Looks to be pretty neck and neck here at 25 yards. It looks like Jean Rodriguez has a slight lead over Armstrong here. Final stretch here. Jean Rodriguez got out to a solid lead and wins with a time of 50.81 seconds, followed by Armstrong with a time of 53.86 seconds. That'll bring up the second heat after a 50-yard cool down. So next up will be heat 2. of the men's 100-yard freestyle. That will be Andre Chu of Henderson, Ryan Brown of Henderson, Jason Siner of Henderson, and Stephen Jones of Henderson. And then lanes 5 through 7 will be Trent Reeder, Vaughn Stressow, and Joe Ragsdale of Ouachita. Seen a lot of good competitive swimming here tonight. A lot of close races. And a good meet overall so far. Not quite sure on the scores as of right now. It says down and back twice here for the 100-yard freestyle. The swimmers are off. It looks like lane 4, that's Stephen Jones, has a slight lead over Trent Reeder in lane 5. Jones and Reeder in first and second. Just 0.4 of a second separate the two. Getting into the final stretch here. Let's see if Reeder can make a comeback here and take first. It's going to be close, but it looks like Jones is going to be taking first place for Henderson. Jones does take first, followed by Reeder in second. Siner takes third. Stressow takes fourth. Ragsdale takes fifth. And Brown takes sixth. And Chu takes seventh. Jones wins with a time of 46.46 seconds. Ouachita's fastest was second place with 47.6 seconds with Trent Reeder. And that is the end of events number 16. And the next event after this one will be the women's 200-yard backstroke after this 50-yard cool down. Getting ready for the women's 200-yard backstroke. Athletes heading out to the blocks. One lone Henderson swimmer for this event will be Mackenzie Kester in lane 3. The rest all from Ouachita. Caitlin Montgomery, Avery Sewell, Sophia Rizzo, Madison Schenkel, and Lauren Gaharin. Swimmers get in the water, don't get on the blocks for the backstroke. You can't really dive off the blocks backwards. And they are off. Looks like lane 4. And Caitlin Montgomery might have a slight lead, but it's going to be close between her and Mackenzie Kester in lane 3. From here, it looks pretty close. Let's see who hits the scoreboard first. And it is lane 4. That's Montgomery with a time of 31 seconds flat, just 0.4 of a second ahead of Kester. Then it looks like it is Avery Sewell coming in third over in lane 5. Montgomery starting to get a little bit more of a lead now in lane 4. As we about reach the halfway point. Montgomery now with about a second lead over Bester in second place. The third place belongs to Sophia Rizzo. Third goes to Avery Sewell. Fourth to Sophia Rizzo. Fifth to Madison Schenkel so far. About 3/4 of the way through here. Now Montgomery with about a 3-second lead. Continually widening that gap between first and second, looking to get a win for the women Tiger Sharks. Final stretch here. A solid lead for Montgomery here in the final stretch. Looks like she will be taking first. Now Avery Sewell actually gaining a lot of ground on Kester, so might be close there, but Ouachita takes first and second. Sewell was able to catch up. Kaylin Montgomery takes first place. Avery Sewell takes second. Mackenzie Kester of Henderson takes third. Fourth place goes to Sophia Rizzo, followed by Madison Schenkel and Lauren Gaharet. Winning time for Kaylin Montgomery in lane 4 was 2 minutes and 12.6 seconds. Second place with Avery Sewell was 2 minutes and 15.81 seconds. And Mackenzie Bester with third was 2:16.2. So another solid win there for the Ouachita women's swim team as they get first and second place points. And that will bring up the men's 200-yard backstroke after the 50-yard cool down period. For those of you just now tuning in, this little 50-yard, they call it the 50 easy, is a cool down period. You don't always have this at meets, but so that way swimmers can catch their breath before they have to get out of the pool and put the masks on. And like I said, that's the rule. You have to put the mask on as soon as you get out of the pool. It basically gives them a chance to catch their breath and cool down before having to get out of the pool. One of the many new guidelines here at Ouachita and with the colleges here in the competing. Like I said, the Ouachita team is all spread out, socially distanced inside Wagoner Pool area. The Henderson swim team is just right through that left wall. There's doors on either end that you can see. And they're in there, and it is the volleyball court where they are set up, spread out, socially distanced. So getting ready now for the men's 200-yard backstroke. Lanes 1 through 4 are Henderson. That is Rafael Flores, Timothy Brooks, Alex Lehman, and Marcus Hernandez. Lanes 5 through 8 are Ouachita, and they are Jacob Rangsdale, Lucas Riley, Chad Gescheidel, and Chase Foyles. They'll be getting in the water now to take their place to start the backstroke. And they are off. After 25 yards, it looks like lane 5, and Jacob Ragsdale has a slight lead over Marcus Hernandez in lane 4. We'll see here at the stretch. Actually, it might be lane 6, and Lucas Riley. We'll see what the score is up on the board, and it is 0.01 second difference between lane 6 and 5 in first place. Actually, it's lane 7 in first place. Sorry, I looked at that wrong. That is lane 7 in first with 28 seconds. That is Chad Gashidle. It looks like lane 5, and Jacob Ragsdale has retaken that lead. So that is Jacob Ragsdale in first right now, followed by Marcus Hernandez in second. Ragsdale, one of the seniors here for the Tigers. Senior out of Columbia, Missouri, Hickman High School. Getting a fairly sizable lead now. And it looks like Lucas Riley is coming in second now. It is lane 6, or lane 5, followed by lane 6, and then lane 4. So it's Ouachita, Henderson in first through third right now as we get ready for the final 50 yards. Ragsdale with a commanding lead here. So he's already about halfway there before anybody else made the flip. It's going to come down to first, second, and third, but it looks like Riley might have second. Ragsdale is at the touchpad, takes first place at a time of 2:01.84, followed by lane 6, that's Riley. For second, following, and that was Hernandez in third. So Ouachita claims first and second. Henderson takes third. Alex Lehman is in fourth. Chad Gashidle gets fifth. Rafael Flores is sixth. Timothy Brooks is seventh. And Chase Foles is eighth. Ragsdale wins it with a time of 2:01.84. Second place was Lucas Riley with a time of 2 minutes 6.2 seconds. 2 minutes 6.2 seconds. A good win there for the Tiger men's team. And that brings us to event number 19. There will be another break after event number 20, so this event one more. There'll be another probably 15-minute break. Well, this event will be the women's 500-yard freestyle. One of the more distanced races. Lanes will be even, 4 for Henderson, 4 for Ouachita. Lanes 1 through 4 will be Henderson. They are Lauren Evans, Lindsey Wilson, CeCe McNanny, Elise Voos for Henderson. Starting in lane 5 will be Sydney Parker, followed by Courtney Myers, Rachel Sonsano, and Samantha McCarty in lanes 5 through 8, respectively. This should be 10 trips down and back. Actually, there is nobody in lane 4, but they are off. At 25 yards, it looks like Sydney Parker's in first. We'll see here after 50 yards who pops up on the scoreboards first. And it is Sydney Parker in lane 5, followed by lane 3 and CeCe McNanny. And then lane 6 and Courtney Myers, and lane 7 and Rachel Sonsano. Give a shout out to Rachel Sonsano over there in lane 7. She's a member of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Obviously, she can't be working tonight's broadcast, so she's competing in the event we're broadcasting. After 100 yards, looks like Sydney Parker still in the lead. getting a sizable lead. Second place goes to lane 3 in CC McNanny. Fairly close race between second and third. Just about a second separates the two. Parker now with about a 5-second lead over McNanny in lane 3. Still only about a second separates second and third. So getting close to the end here. So Parker with a commanding lead in first. That gap, like I said, she has widened the gap between first and second. And it looks like McNanny is starting to widen her gap between second and third. So that is Courtney Myers are in third place so far, with Rachel Sensano in fourth. Parker still with a large lead in lane 5. Just past the halfway point. The way it's looking right now, it's going the way it has been since the start. It's Sydney Parker, followed by Cece McNanny, then Courtney Myers, and Rachel Sensano, then Lindsay Wilson. Then first through fourth. Then it looks like it is Lauren Evans and Smith McCarty. Sydney Parker still with a large lead. Looking like this might be the final turn. And Sydney Parker takes first place with a time of 5:24.64, followed by CC McNanny. Then Courtney Meyer takes third, and it looks like Rachel Sensano will be getting fourth place. Like I said, Rachel Sensano takes fourth. Lindsey Wilson takes 5th. And Samantha McCarty takes 6th. So once again, Sydney Parker wins with a time of 5 minutes, 24.64 seconds. Susan Minani comes in second with a time of 5 minutes and 33.6 seconds. Third place went to Courtney Myers with a time of 5 minutes, 35.72 seconds. And Rachel Tensano in fourth with a time of 5 minutes and 53.34 seconds. Another cool down period, and that will bring up the men's 500-yard freestyle. Swimmers now taking their marks for the men's 500-yard freestyle. Lane 2 is Constantine Haji Tulis from Henderson. Lane 3 is Ty Gibbs from Henderson. Lane 4 is Oscar Patton from Henderson. Lane 5 is Jeff McCoy of Ouachita. Lane 6 is Noah Smith of Ouachita. And lane 7 is Jaden Herron of Ouachita. After about 50 yards, it looks like lane 4 and Oscar Patton has the lead. Now before the 500 free, Ouachita women's leads Henderson women 99-50. And it's a close one between the between the two men's team. Henderson's men has 76 points to Ouachita's 71, so just 5 points there. It's a big race here with the 500 free for the men's. Ouachita looked like they extended their lead. They're taking, well, they took first and third in the women's 500 freestyle, but men looking to catch back up here in the men's 500 freestyle. So looks like Henderson's Oscar Patton still in first, followed by Jeff McCoy of Ouachita. One thing to note, all three Tigers swimming are freshmen. One thing to say about the swim teams here at Ouachita is that the future is definitely bright. They have a signing class of about 20 swimmers right now and looking to add a few more. And a large class of good swimmers coming here to Arkadelphia to compete for Ouachita Baptist. Said future is bright for the Tiger Sharks. And it looks like it is lane 4 just barely ahead by just about 1/10 of a second. So a close race for first and second between Oscar Patton and Jeff McCoy. And after that 25-yard stretch, it looks like Jeff McCoy might have gained a lead on Patton. So that's the race to watch, the race for first, and it is tight. And still quite a bit of time left. We're about halfway through. And McCoy is now in first. So Jeff McCoy in first right now, a freshman from Marshall, Texas, and Wascom High School. Up against the sophomore, Oscar Patton from Henderson. Actually, it looks like Patton might be slipping into third. Lane 6, that's Noah Smith. Looks like he might have slipped into second place. And he has. First and second belongs to Ouachita right now. And they are increasing that lead. So it was McCoy, followed by Smith, and then Patton. So McCoy and Smith extending their lead by a lot here in the last 50 yards. They're reaching about the three-quarter mark. And this is an impressive showing for the two Tiger Sharks in lanes 5 and 6. So Noah Smith in lane 6, a freshman out of Percy, Arkansas, and Lake Hamilton High School, said he's closing in on McCoy for first. There's been a half of body length between McCoy and Smith, with McCoy in first. And that lead between now second and third is a lot. So Patton has fallen off, where the Tigers have just caught a big burst of energy there. So the win here might put the Tigers ahead and score, or the men's Tigers ahead in scoring. So first and second's looking like it will hopefully belong to the Tigers. Third, fourth, and fifth looks like it might go to Henderson. As now the closest race is for third place between the three Henderson swimmers. But don't look now. Over in lane 7, Jaden Herron starting to close in for third. It looks like it might be coming down to this final 50 yards, but looks like for the final 25 yards, Jeff McCoy's in first. Jeff McCoy looks like he's going to win it, and then Noah Smith. But the thing to watch is over here in lane 7, and Jaden Herron, who is called up to the other swimmers just about. He might be able to take third place. Ouachita is close for a 1-2-3 sweep, as Ouachita already captured first and third. It's going to come down to this final stretch, but it looks like over in lane 2, Constantine might take third, and he does. But Tigers take first and second behind Jeff McCoy and Noah Smith. Ouachita takes first, second, and fifth. Third place goes to Constantine Hajatulis. Fourth went to Ty Gibbs. And sixth went to Oscar Patton. So Oscar Patton, who led for the first half of the race, ended up coming in last there. What an effort by Jeff McCoy and Noah Smith, and a great run there at the end by Jaden Herron, who looked like he was going to lose by several seconds. It comes up and gets it close. So he came in fifth, just 2 seconds behind third place, or 0.2 seconds. It was close there at the end. I'm reading that scoreboard wrong. It is 2 seconds. But a great effort there by the Tigers. Still get first and second place. A big win for the men's team here. And I believe the end of that event will signal another break here at Wagoner Pool. Most likely another 15-minute break for the Tigers. We'll be right back here since they'll be on the same stream. So I'm Matthew Branch, and for Ouachita, and you have been listening or watching the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
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 Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University along your route.
Some folks think the O is a Q and they say Ouachita.
Hey, Ouachita. Ouachita.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
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 How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
We're excited to announce a new Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Ouachita. It's one of the most innovative nursing programs in the country. It's affordable and will lead you to a fulfilling career. It's a partnership between Ouachita and Baptist Health College of Little Rock, part of the largest healthcare system in the state and highly regarded in the region, and giving you unparalleled opportunities.
What we decided to do is really take the strength of what we have, which is the entry-level associate degree, keep it intact, and add what OBU brings, which is that liberal arts, general education, preparatory work, and then also add some bachelor-level nursing courses on top of that.
Ouachita Baptist offers such a unique college experience, and in this partnership you're going to be able to get the college experience at the same time as getting a professional nursing experience.
It's a dual degree program. You'll earn 2 degrees in 4 years, including the Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Our instructors are master's prepared, but also have many, many years of experience. A lot of them at Baptist Health, so they're able to get the students on the floors and really give them some real world experience, so that when they graduate, they have learned quite a bit from the hands-on perspective.
You will have extensive and real-life clinical experiences in the large and diverse Baptist health system. If you want your life story to include a nursing degree from a top-ranked Christian university that's affordable and innovative and will lead you to a fulfilling career, choose Ouachita.
Getting directions to Ouachita Baptist University.
Certainly, there's no better time than now, and I think the sooner the better as you go through life to get your education completed. We wanted it to be practical, and we wanted it to be accessible.
Students, I think, that are learning online have the same desires, same needs, and it's up to us to come up with as creative ways as possible of making sure that all those needs are met.
It's not just getting a degree, it's not just checking a box, it's about us investing an education into these students.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
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 Ouachita. Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University along your route.
Some folks think the O is a Q and they say Ouachita.
Hey, Ouachita. Ouachita.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
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 How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
And welcome back to Wagner Pool, ladies and gentlemen, and we are getting started with the women's 200-yard breaststroke. In lane 3 is Maya Robles of Henderson. Lane 4 is Reagan Gutchess of Henderson. Lane 5 is Lilia Clark of Ouachita. In lane 6, Hannah Hickman of Ouachita. After the first down and back, looks like Lilia Clark out to a pretty solid lead. Followed by Gutchess, and then Hickman, and then Robles. Lilia Clark still with a solid lead. So Clark is a junior out of Hillsboro, Texas. And the other Tiger is Hannah Hickman, who's currently in third out of Denton, Texas, a sophomore. And Lilia just keeps adding to her lead over in lane 5. Hickman trying to close the gap between second and third. Second difference between second and third right now. So Lilia Clark with a commanding lead in lane 5. Followed by Gutchess in lane 4, and then Hickman lane 3. And Robles in lane 3. Or Hickman's in lane 6, sorry, but in third place. And like it's Lilia Clark won with a time of 2:31. And that was, but Hickman takes third. So Lilia Clark takes first. Reagan Gutchess takes second. Hannah Hickman takes third. And Maya Robles takes fourth. There's a Clark winning for the time of 2 minutes, 31 seconds, 31.32 seconds. Second place was Gutchess with a time of 2:42.36. And Hickman takes third with a time of 2:49.59. So Ouachita picks up first place and third place. Points should continue to extend their lead over the Henderson women. Next event will be the men's 200-yard breaststroke. That's another 50 easy cool down there. Said Ouachita women just extended their lead with a victory in the women's 200-yard breaststroke. Said it will be close for the men. They were just 5 points behind before they won the men's 500-yard freestyle. For the men's 200-yard breaststroke, there'll be 2 heats here. It'll be in the first heat. It'll be Andre Chu, McAllister Pritchett, and Will Dabrowski. All 4 Henderson, just 3 swimmers here in lanes 2, 3, and 4, respectively. So the 3 of them are off. So no Tigers swimming in this heat. There will be 3 in the next heat. Looks like Chu has a slight lead after 25 yards. So Chu with about a 1 second lead over Dabrowski in third, or in second, Pritchett in third. So Chu still in the lead over Dabrowski. Got a 2 second lead now. Close race for second and third between Dabrowski and Pritchett. Three-second lead now for Chu in lane 2. Just 1/10 of a second separates second and third. That is anybody's race for second. It looks like Andre Chu has just about locked up first place. And Chu takes first place with a time of 2:35.89. Goes 1, 2, 3 in order. Chu, Pritchett, then Dabrowski. First, second, and third. That'll do it for the first heat of the men's 200-yard breaststroke. We have heat number 2 will consist of 7 swimmers, 4 from Henderson and 3 from Ouachita. 4 from Henderson are Jonathan McCoe, Alex Lehman, Oscar Patton, and Jaron Tippett. In lane 6 for Ouachita is Jax Connor. Lane 7 is Peyton Stone, and lane 8 is Nolan Gurfers. Jaron Tippett has a slight lead after 25, and that is in lane 5. A tight race for first and second between lanes 4 and 5. And it is Jaron Tippett in 5 and Oscar Patton in 4. So first and second is lane 4 and 5. Third is lane 8. That is Nolan Gurfers for Ouachita. Heading into the final 50 yards here. Looks like it's going to come down between Jaron Tippett and Oscar Patton. Only 1/10 of a second separates the two. And it looks like Patton has a slight lead over Tippett for first place. They are neck and neck. We're in the final stretch here. It will ends up being Jaron Tippett takes first, followed by Patton in second by less than 1/10 of a second. Third place goes to Jack Connor, so Ouachita picks up third. Fourth goes to Alex Lehman. Fifth goes to Nolan Gurfers. Sixth goes to Peyton Stone, and eighth goes to Jonathan McCoe. So Henderson picks up first and second, gets the big points there on that race. So after this cool down period here, we go getting into our final two events. The women's 400-yard freestyle relay and the men's 400-yard freestyle relay. First up will be the women's. For the women's, it will be one Henderson group versus two Ouachita groups. Looks like this might end up being a pretty close meet at the end of the day, especially on the men's side. The Ouachita women's really showing out here. Picked up a lot of first places and a lot of second places so far tonight. So for the women's, this will be the final women's event of the night. For the Henderson squad, it will be Lauren Evans, Lindsey Wilson, Elise Voos, and Elza Kaklashvili. For Ouachita, it will be in lane 6. It will be Jade Ashley, Camilla Howard, Anna Kate Velasquez, and Courtney Myers. Lane 8 for Ouachita will be Bella Bevel, Emma Starkman, Madison Schenkel, and Samantha McCarty. Ouachita women's need to take first here. I believe that would solidify a win for them tonight against the rival from across the street. And they are off. In the water is Lauren Evans, Jade Ashley, and Bella Bevel in lanes 4, 6, and 8 respectively. And it looks like after first 25 yards, Jade Ashley has a slight lead in first, and it is close for second and third between Lauren Evans and Bella Bevel. So it will be down and back twice for each swimmer. And Ashley has a slight lead. Ashley is a sophomore out of Bryan, Texas. Another one of the homeschoolers here on the Ouachita Tiger Sharks. Getting ready to send in Camilla Howard for the second leg of the 400 relay. And Howarth goes in, followed by Lindsey Wilson for Henderson, and then Emma Starkman for Ouachita. So Ouachita has first place now, looking to catch up and hopefully take second. Howarth, one of the solid swimmers for the Tigers. Said a senior here for Ouachita. So Howard keeping the lead for the squad in lane 6. Squad in lane 4 in second, and the Ouachita squad in lane 8 in third. Getting ready for the third leg. Will Howarth is in the lead, getting ready to put in Anna Kate Velasquez, the freshman, in for the Tigers. And Velasquez goes in. She will be followed by Elise Voos, and there she goes in lane 4. And that will be followed by Madison Schenkel in lane 8. Ouachita squad in lane 8 has a little bit of catching up to do. It is definitely doable. It's not too big of a lead in lane 4 for second. But Velasquez just really extending that lead for the squad in lane 6. You see Courtney Myers about to step up onto the block to get ready to anchor for the squad to hopefully secure a first place victory. I said Elise Voos keeping Henderson in second place, as Madison Schenkel tries to get back, or tries to close the gap there between third and second. Courtney Myers, the anchor, now in the pool. Myers, once again from Kansas City, Missouri, a sophomore from Faith Christian Academy. Now in the water for Henderson is Elza Kakwishvili. And now in the water is Samantha McCarty, the anchor for the Ouachita squad in lane 8. Squad mark B. Squad A has Courtney Myers there with a large lead. The final 50 yards for the squad in lane 6. And it's looking like Ouachita can just about coast to a win here, and this one to round it out for the women. But do watch over in third. Samantha McCarty is making some ground. She only got about 30 yards left to do it, but it looks like here comes Courtney Myers, and she's going to take first place for the first squad for the women at the time of 3 minutes 56.66 seconds. So they take first place, and looks like Henderson will take second. And the Henderson squad does with a time of 4 minutes 11 seconds, or 11.42 seconds, and the Ouachita squad in lane 8 comes in third with a time of 4:13.34. So that will do it for the women's portion of tonight's meet. That was the final women's event. We're on to the 26th and final event. Just got word that they've had a few issues some computer issues over at the scores table, so we might not be able to legally get the scores after the last event. So those of you watching may have to check into OBUtigers.com later to see the final results of tonight's meet as we get ready for the final event, the men's 400-yard freestyle relay. It'll be 2 Henderson squads up against 3 Ouachita squads. Squad, as it's listed here, Squad B in lane 2 for Henderson is Constantine Hajatulis, Ryan Brown, Alec Adams, and Jace Pickney. Squad A for Henderson in lane 4 is Patrick Dabrowski, Lamar Taylor, Ty Gibbs, and Jason Siner. Squad A for Ouachita in lane 6 is Trent Ruder, Joe Ragsdale, Noah Smith, and Vaughn Stressow. Squad B in lane 7 is Jaden Herron, Jean Rodriguez, Trayton Armstrong, and Chase Foyles. And Squad C in lane 8 is Keith Mathis, Lucas Riley, Jacob Ragsdale, and Peyton Stone. Teams are in the water. After the first 25 yards, it looked like it was Patrick Dabrowski in first, but it's a close between first and second between him and Trent Reeder. And it looks like just about 1/10 of a second separates first from second right now. So Swinner's getting back up on the blocks, getting ready for the second leg of the men's 400 relay. So Lamar Taylor getting ready and Joe Ragsdale getting ready for first and second to go in. And it looks like just about a second separates first and second, actually 3/10 of a second. As it's looking like it is going to be Lamar Taylor and Ragsdale battling it out here. Ragsdale out of Columbia, Missouri. Henderson has widened the gap by about 1.5 seconds now in between lanes 4 and 6. So they're Mark spreading that gap just a little bit longer, or a little bit larger. Ragsdale trying to close that gap. Getting ready to go in the water now for Henderson is Ty Gibbs, and for Ouachita it's Noah Smith. Noah Smith did really well earlier. Let's see if he can make up some ground as he's still got some time to catch up, as it's now a 3-second lead. Noah Smith in the water now, trying to catch up to Ty Gibbs in lane 4. So the closest race, the race for third is pretty close as well, but looking at the race for first. It's still, I'd say, about it's a 3-second difference. Or 3 to 4 second difference between first and second here. As the anchor for Henderson, Jason Seiner, gets ready to go in the water. Vaughn Stresshauer hoping to make up some time for Ouachita. It will be a big comeback here, as it is now a 5-second difference. He's got 5 seconds to make up and only 100 yards to do it in. It's doable, but it's not easy. But these members are the anchors of these squads for a reason. But it's looking like Henderson's going to take this one, at least for first place. Maybe third as well, but looks on the final stretches here. The final 25 yards, and it looks like Henderson and the squad in lane 4 will take first place. And they do. Squad in lane 4 takes first place. Ouachita squad A takes second in lane 6. Winning time was Henderson with 3 minutes and 9.97 seconds. Ouachita in second with 3 minutes, 14.56 seconds. And that will round out the meet. The Henderson squad in second takes third. The Ouachita squad in lane 7 takes fourth, and the squad in lane 8 takes fifth. And that will end it. We're going to wait and see if we can get some scores in. So that was the final event. Like I said earlier, it looks like we did have there were some computer issues, so to get the final results, you're going to have to check back into OBUTigers.com later tonight. I believe, from my guess, would be that the women had a lead back before the second break there, and the men were just a few points behind, so it's going to be close. I'm not quite sure who won, so once again, you're going to have to check in to OBUTigers.com later tonight or tomorrow to see who won this event or this swim meet. Another rendition of the Battle of the Ravine. Just like I said, but that will do it from us here at Wagoner Pool. I'd like to thank my co-workers here. We had Brock Ingold on camera, Katie Hatchett behind us directing, and Chris Babb also running graphics and directing. Like I said, that will do it from us here at Wagoner Pool. This has been the first event of the year for the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Thank you. We'll be back tomorrow for basketball at 4 o'clock here on YouTube. So tune in to watch the men's first home game here in Bill Vining Arena tomorrow at 4. This has been the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.